Welcome everyone, this is Ron, this is Ageless Balance. Today in Ageless Balance we are doing seated and standing core. Bring the arms up overhead to start out. Deep breath in, exhale as you bring the arms back down again. Up, shoulder blades are back, chest is out. Arms up as high as you can get them. You do not have to go all the way up if your arms do not go all the way up. You do what's right for you. One more time. Up to the top. Breathe in when you get at the top. Let the stomach come out a little bit and exhale through the mouth as you come back down. Again, working on the core. We're going to start with the abs and the glutes, that lower half. I want you to just take and squeeze the glutes, squeeze the core, focus on this whole area to do a pelvic tilt. As you do that, you should feel the lower back engage at the same time. You want to exhale as you do that. Tighten those muscles up right all the way through the midsection so that you can push that diaphragm up and it pushes the air out. So then you know you're doing the right thing. Really feeling it on that lower half of the abs, lower half of the back. And back one more time. One more. Just the lower back only. Feel it lengthen out. Feel the muscles in the front from the belly button down to the pelvis. Tightening up. And release, arms out front. Shoulders are back. Chest is out. Deep breath in. As you exhale, shoulders are going to go forward. You're going to use these muscles from the belly button up to the rib cage. With that exhale, slow exhale going through pursed lips. Don't hold the breath. Don't push it really hard. Just give yourself some time in that contracted position. So purse the lips, push just a little bit harder than you normally would. And feel the muscles engage. Top half of the core. Ooh, and back again. I can feel it. One more time, which is good. I like that feeling. I know I'm working the right area. That's how I know the exercises are effective. All right. So we're going to do both together. And it's to me, it's really amazing that if you concentrate on those lower abs, you can make those muscles work. Concentrate on the upper half of the core. You can make those muscles engage. You can think about making it all happen together. So it doesn't necessarily just go the way it's supposed to, where everything's working, but you really get to focus on them, and you can make that even more intense. So upper and lower, deep breath in, and exhale. Squeeze the glutes. Tighten up all the way through the core, pelvis. Pelvis to rib cage. It's a muscle that runs all the way through that. When you contract that, it'll bring the hips forward. It will bring the back down and the chest cavity forward. Exhale, exhale. And back in one more time. And back in. That little move right there, just that move alone does so much. You should be able to feel that top to bottom right now. There's that muscle that runs right straight down all the way from top to bottom, ribs to hips. And that's the one we're engaging. We're tightening that up, bringing the chest out, bringing the pelvis up. All right. That was working front to back. Let's go side to side. Arms down. Bring one arm up over the top. Want to make sure that the head is on the inside of that arm. Right there. Right there. And bring it down to the side. Keep the head up so that you're not letting it drop down, putting all sorts of strain on the neck. And bring it back out. Up to the top, in the middle. Shoulder blades are back, neutral position, straight line from the back of the head to the tailbone. Shoulders are right underneath the ears. Hips are underneath the shoulders and ears. Other arm up to the top. Ear on the inside, get in neutral position. If you can't get the arm all the way up, it only comes part way up this way or part way up that way. Always make sure that the ear and the shoulder are in alignment. You want to keep that spine in a neutral position so that you're doing just one thing with it at a time. Right now we're bending. You don't want to bend and twist together. And bring that back down. Both arms up over the top. Sweep them up. Hold right there. What we're going to do is that same thing down on the side. But I want you to concentrate on shoulder blades, pulling them down. So bring the shoulders up. You do a shrug and then pull them down using those muscles on the outside of the lower back. They tighten up, bringing those shoulder blades down. So here we go. Bringing that shoulder blade down on the contracted side. Feel the muscles work all the way from the spine on that contracted side, all the way around to the front into those abs. Other side. One more time each side. And finally. And back up, bring it down. Okay, so we worked top to bottom. We did reaching on the sides. Now we're going to do rotation, which is going to get these diagonal oblique muscles to get us into that turn. So put the hand on the outside of the knee, roll the shoulder blades back, turn your chair so it's like you can see me from the side, talking to me. And remember, this shoulder is the one that moves. No, this shoulder, I'm sorry. The shoulder to the back is always the one that does the movement. Front arm stays right where it is. Chest comes around, chin stays up, and roll that back shoulder around using just a little bit of leverage on the chair. Not a lot. Don't try to force it. You want to make sure the spine is in neutral. Anything here, even just bringing that chin to the chest, puts a whole lot of strain, especially on the lower back. Other side, same thing. Arm behind, shoulder blades back, and roll it. And bring it back to center. Feet apart. We're working our way down. We're going to go hands on the thighs into a hip hinge. So keeping the back in that neutral position, coming right straight down. Hands on the thighs, using the hands to control the shoulders, keeping the shoulder blades back as you do this, and then push through the hands to come back up. Concentrate the upper body on just keeping those shoulder blades back, spine in neutral, and then drive through the hands to come back up. Again, take it down as far as is comfortable for you. If the chin starts coming to the chest, you went too far. If you can't get any farther, you don't go any farther. That's it. That's everything you got. That's perfect. All right. This time, take a deep breath in. And again, do that exhale. Still push through the hands. Maybe not as hard this time. And last one. This time, see if you can keep the hands off the thighs, just above them if you do need them. Put it down. And you're going to bring those shoulder blades back. Deep breath in. Exhale, shoulder blades back. Let the core do the work to pull you up. So if you've got your head down here and you're trying to lift this way, you're using all the muscles in the back, especially that lower back, to do that lift. You don't want that. You want the whole core involved all the way around. Whew. Two together, step the feet out. We're going to go down, hands across, into a hip hinge. Just like that. Just like that. That's it. Bringing it around. So keeping the shoulders at the same place, and you're always at the same plane as the shoulders. The elbows are in the same plane as the shoulders. Yes. And bring it back. Other side, same thing. Really concentrate on keeping the shoulder blades back and down. That's going to help keep you in neutral. Don't let the hips move. Don't feel any change in pressure from the right side of the butt to the left side. Don't feel the knees move. If you start feeling those knees go out or the sits bones are rolling out on the chair, you've gone too far. Around to the other side one more time. And back again. Up you go. Feet forward. Alignment. We're going to do a march. We're going to start out with bringing the heels, just the heels up first. What I want you to concentrate on is shoulder blades back, neutral position, lifting those heels, and making sure that as you come up, everything is in alignment. You are flat on the ball of the foot, not into the toes. As you bring that heel up, you're not pushing down into the toes. You're putting all the weight into the ball of the foot. I can feel the difference when I show that. Probably can't see it. But the toes should move. They'll touch the ground, but you need movement through those toes. That's your balance. All right. So we're starting out. This is the first part of a stride. If you're going to walk, you bring the heel up first. All right. Here's where we're going to bring a little more into it. Push off the foot just a little bit. Off the ball of the foot. Spine stays in neutral. What you'll find is as these muscles warm up, you'll be able to start doing just a little bit more with it. Get that knee just a little bit higher. First ones are really hard. Those muscles are still nice and tight. They're not warmed up yet. So we start with the heels, then we go to just little movements, and then we start trying to bring it up higher if we can. If you need to, grab onto the back of the chair. I say grab. Put your fingers on the back of the chair to cue you to keep the shoulder blades back and down. Slow, controlled movements all the way through. Lift the heel, then the ball of the foot and heel back down again. No twisting, no bending. Knees staying at 90. We're still tucking. You're going to feel those muscles working in the top of the thigh, going up into the hip flexors, in front of the pelvis, up and squeeze. Hold at the top. Remember, you're doing that exhale. You're going to feel the pelvis roll forward. And back down again. All right. All right. Arms out to the sides. We're going to go back to the upper body here. Shoulder blades are back. Find your neutral first. Ears over shoulders over hips. Chin follows chest. Back shoulder. The shoulder that's going to the back is doing the work. The other one is just following along. Again, no movement anywhere below the hips, below the bottom of the torso. Rotation happens only in the middle, not only, but mainly in the middle of the back, the thoracic spine. So that's all we're rotating is just that shoulder girdles coming around. Get the shoulder blades back, chest is out. Back in, and you can bring the arms down. Check it out. Here we go, shake it out. Knee up, out, in, and down. All right, we're going to alternate. These can be very small movements. Just picking that foot up off the floor a little bit. Extending out as far as you can go with that foot up. Shoulder blades are back. Butt is on the very edge of the chair, so that glute fold between the top of the thigh and the bottom of the butt is where you should be on the edge of the chair, and up and out. So if you are having problems getting that foot up, being out that far, use the chair to help you just a little bit. You can offload into the arms, but not completely. Don't hold or pull yourself back so you can hold in place. Make the core do the work. Out, in. And you go at however you can go, wherever's right for you. And it may be just little tiny movements. That's perfect. You do what your body can do. Whatever that is, that's what's right for you. Bring it back. Up, out, in, and back. I want to give an example. Scoot your butt back all the way back against the back of the chair. Now, lift your leg, extend, in and down. I want you to feel the difference. The core is not having to do anything here. Chair is doing the work for you to keep you upright. You're not having to hold yourself in place. That's not what we want. You want to be out here and then modify from here in the right place to do it the way that's right for you. All right. Hands up. Behind the head, elbows out, making sure you've got a straight line here. Get the elbows as far back as you can. Maybe that's right here. Maybe that's all the rotation or all the stretch you've got for the arms through the chest. Perfect. Do that. But what I want you to do is rotate around, chin follows chest. And there you go. You come back to center. Then you're going to do the other side. Exhale. Make sure you're staying in neutral. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to do a combo. Leg up. So heel first, ball of the foot. Just bring it up off the floor. That's it. And then rotate the shoulders without letting the knee come out. Feel the work in having to hold the knee there while you do that rotation. Feel the work in the front of the hip and back down. This one, if you need to, you can scooch back a little bit, but don't go so far that the chair is doing all the work. Other side, straight up. I have you do it in 2 parts so that you can get this set. It's right where you can get it, right where it should be, and then the rotation. In and back down. One more time up. This one, a lot of people hurt their back on this one because what they try to do is come down, bend the upper back, rotate at the same time as they're bringing the knee up because they're trying to get that knee to the elbow, and that's no good. That's no good. Arms out to the side. Put the other 2 together. Knee up, out, rotate toward that foot, back, and down. So we're going to come down into a little hip hinge, bring the foot up and out, and then rotate the arms, not touching the toe. What I see all the time is bending the knee, trying to get the back bent so you can reach the toe. This has nothing to do with that. Nothing. Nothing. Up, out, rotate. Just getting the upper and lower body working together, putting more stress into the core, more intensity into working those muscles through the core and the hips. We're just bringing one exercise, multiple muscle groups into it. One more time, up. One more time each side. Back, last one. Back in and down. Shake it out. Time to get some water. We're going to go standing for the rest of it. We will be outstanding in our field, as they say. Love that joke. My wife works from home. She was having an office meeting, like a Zoom session, and she started the meeting out with jokes. She had Easter jokes yesterday. They were good. My favorite, though, is what kind of workout does a rabbit do? Answer, exercise. That's my favorite. I love that pun. All right. Puns are good anyway. Hands on the shoulders, shoulder blades back, right here. Little bend in the knees. Find your neutral. Shoulders right under the ears. Don't go too far back with them. You just bring them till they're under the ears. That's our neutral spot. That's where they're meant to be. And we're going to just do a rotation, concentrating on the feet flat on the floor. Knees are bent, but no rotation through the knees. You don't want to see or hear anything. Here in my case, because I could hear my knee go crack. And back. It did used to do that. Other side. When you get to the middle, hold right there. The beauty of this is you're keeping the shoulder blades back by having the hands on the shoulders, elbows back. So you're in that neutral position and you're moving just the shoulder girdle, but the whole shoulder girdle. Otherwise, we reach an arm across and think that's a rotation. And it's not. We want the whole thing. He's got the whole shoulder blades. Okay. Bring him down. Whew. Shake that out. We're going to do diagonal reach on a side bend. So come up over the top. Reach out to the top, over the top. Keep the head up. See how much more stretch you get when you're standing. You're using the core to hold you upright, and now you're getting good stretch out of this side, the long side. The other side is contracting. That's the shoulder blade you're pulling down. That back shoulder blade, or the down shoulder blade, I should say. Don't go beyond that diagonal and coming down. Don't drop and create that golden arch. You want to make sure that you're keeping the head up, and the neck straight. All right, other side, same thing. And up, take your time with it. Make sure the shoulder blades are back. Make sure you're in neutral position as you come down. Feel the muscles working from the spine all the way around into the core there, the abs. One more time. And back down. Plie squat. Feet out at a diagonal. Let's do a couple of those just to get a good feel for it. I'm doing it from the back of the chair for the first couple just to get warmed up. So it's down. Knees go forward, tracking right over the feet. Not going past the toes, but just along with the laces of the shoes. Excuse me. At the same time, butts going back, rolling the hips underneath, and pushing up. Do a couple more of those. Coming down. You don't have to go real deep. You really want to push that butt out, but here's where the work happens. When you roll up underneath, bringing the hips underneath you, and then pushing up through the feet flat on the floor, you're going to feel this whole section. Upper thighs, inner thighs, all through the hips, through the glutes, working. Excuse me. One more time. Take it down. It's another way to do it. If you don't have the chair right next to you, you can put your hands on your thighs, push the butt back, roll it underneath, and drive up. Hands up. Feet out. We're going to do a combo. Combo. Coming down in that plie squat. As you do, coming down on the side. Roll the hips. Push. Head comes up. Upper and lower body moving together. Don't lock the knees at the top. So you don't want to bring the knees back into a lockout. They're always bent just a little bit all the way through it. Other side. Plie squat. Head back, looking right straight out in front. Shoulder and spine in alignment. So all you're doing is a side bend. Other side, same thing. Feet on the floor. And back up again, hands down. Hands down to the sides. We're going to do a squat, feet forward this time, butt back. Whatever it takes, hands on the thighs, hands on a chair. Keep the shoulder blades back and the butt pushing out. Knees, again, over the laces of the shoes. Don't go way out to the end. If you go there, you're putting the pressure on the meniscus. You're getting all that knee involved, and it does not have the strength to bring you up. These big muscles back here do. Roll the hips underneath and push up through that rear chain. Quadriceps, heavily involved in this. Hamstrings and glutes. Back down. Again, if you need to push on the hands to keep the shoulder blades back, that's what you should do. Come underneath and bring it back up. This is getting out of a chair. That's what it is. It's a sit to stand without a chair. Back. You're working without a net. Roll underneath and push up. Speaking of which, if you do need a net, if you do need that chair back there, if you're uncomfortable about how far you can come down, you're not going to go very far and come back up again. But if you've got, the chair's right there behind you, you can go just a little bit deeper with that. It gives you that confidence to be able to get down just a little bit lower. And if you can't hold it or they start bringing the weight back, you just go right down on the chair. And up again. One more. Roll the hips. Okay, we warmed up those muscles. Arms up over the top. Clock squat. You're going to come down in the squat. Arms coming down and around. Reach to the bottom. As you come up, not turning the torso or the knees. Keep everything straight. This is where the core is involved. Shoulders come around, getting lots of rotation through that shoulder joint, but also working the muscles in the upper legs, butt, and all through the core to not let it turn. Remember, not moving requires as much muscle as moving. Holding your rest of your body in position, every muscle in your body is working to keep you right there. One more time. Take it down and around to the bottom and back up again. Arms down. Woo, woo, we say. Back into that plie. I like this one. As you come down, reach behind the knee. So knees go forward, tracking over the feet. And here's a modification. If you can't get the feet out to a 45-degree angle, it doesn't matter. If the feet are out wide, if the knees come forward and they're not tracking right over the toes, right over the feet, you're putting all kinds of strain on the muscles in the knee. So what you want to do is make sure, walk the heels in just a little bit more, that you can make sure the knees and feet go to the same direction. Wow, that was pretty bad. All right, so you got that plie squat. As you come down, just reach behind. Now you're really going to draw that shoulder blade down in this one. So as you come down, spine stays in neutral though. Don't let yourself go back or forward. And push up. Glutes, part of the core. And those muscles on the side, those obliques, muscles next to the back. Straight down with this one. Butt goes back. How far you go is really up to what your body can do. Exhale to the top. Back down. Here we're getting the inner thighs as we come up. And going down, you're working the upper half of the torso. Pull that shoulder blade down. And push back up. Again. Do it a different way. We're going to rotate the shoulders, but this time as you come down, reach for the top of the knee and then come back up again. Keep the shoulders in alignment all the way through here. If you need to, just do this. Whatever it takes, pushing against to keep the shoulder girdle in a straight line. How far you can come around is really up to you. Thoracic spine, rotation, tightens up. We don't rotate as we get older. We stop turning and keep our body forward. And that's where we run into all kinds of problems with balance. It's always keeping your feet forward. Just like you're playing pickleball, you always stay parallel with the net. Same thing right here. It's all about balance. Back to the middle, holding your base so that you're always in a position to stay upright. If you do start to fall, you can bring yourself right back because you've got everything in place. Shake that out. Grab a drink of water. We're going to go back to the chair. We're going to go back in time. Huey Lewis. When's the last time you watched Back to the Future? When is the last time? Okay. Hands on the thighs. A little bit of a cool down. Still going to do some work here, though. Step out. As you bring that leg out, make sure this other leg is your brace leg. Make sure it's not moving. And back in. Same on the other side. Take your time. Heel first. Ball the foot. Out. Controlling the movement. Tap the toe. Lift it back up. So don't just go in and out like that. We want to do that control up, out. Feel the muscle on the outside of the hip working to pull it out nice and slow. A lot of time under tension creates a lot more effort in those muscles and does a good job of strengthening them, which we don't get if we go fast. Up, out to the side step, bring it in, other side up, out, in, and down. We're going to take that same motion, but we're going to start out with foot up like we did with the march. Hold it right there. If you want to use your hand to help you with this one, we're going to bring the knee right around so it's an arc as that knee comes around. Concentrate on your sits bones. Concentrate on knee, toe, hip, all in alignment, staying right there, and then lifting that leg up. And as you rotate, all that's rotating is that leg within the hip socket. Out, back in, and down. Again, hips lock up. They're just like the middle of the back to the thoracic spine. If we don't use this motion, those muscles tighten up, and once they do, it's really hard to get them stretched back out again. It's a slow process, but we can do it. We can do it. Out, in, and back down. But we're going to do it without getting hurt. Stretching usually causes some pain for some people, and usually it's because we're not doing it right. Like with this one, up and out. We go around, we twist the whole body, we try to shift everything around to get this leg back as far as we can. And it's not about that. It's how much motion you can get in that hip bone, or that hip joint. Remember the other thing, knee, toe, always in alignment. Back in and down. One more each side. And make sure you're tightening up that core. Every exercise you do, you want to do that. Exhale. Pelvic tilt. As you're doing it, feel all the muscles working, not just the glutes. Bring it back in and down. Back to here we are. Remember this? Head back, chin up. Elbows out. Maybe all the way across. Maybe not. Doesn't matter. We're going to do up and out. And with the leg there, side bend. Don't try to touch the knee. That is how we get hurt. Leg stays right there. You come down on the side. See how far apart the elbow and knee are? That's okay. They should be there. And back again. Other side, same thing. All you're doing is a side bend. Knee comes out. External hip rotation. Squeeze those muscles along the back. Up, in, and down. Other side. One at a time. Back in, back to the front. I'm doing that rotation, sorry. It is a side bend. Ron, get it right. And down, one more time. Up, out. Squeeze that side. Bring it back up, bring it in, bring it down. Bring the arms down. Shake that out. We're going to cool off. We're going to cool down just a little bit. First thing, let's get a good stretch in here. Good stretch. Just stretching muscles that need to be stretched. Going to work on the calf muscles first. Bend in the knee. Knee, toe, hip, all in alignment. Shoulder blades are back. We are not turning and trying to touch the toe. It's a toe reach, not a toe touch. So, keep the shoulders square. Forget about the hands trying to help out, bringing you down. The minute you reach, you're going to twist that back. So just go with this right here. You want to feel the stretch from below the knee to above the heel. Take a deep breath. Exhale. If you can come down just a little bit more, but remember, muscles will fight each other. You get down here and you feel that stretch. That's when your body kicks in and tries pulling the muscle back again, and that's where you run into problems. So hands on the thighs, push yourself back up again. Relax the toe, extend the knee, and come on down. If you don't feel it. So I didn't feel it in the hamstrings. We're looking for that top half of the leg, above the knee going into the butt. So I'm going to extend the knee out just a little bit more. Adjust the toe just a little bit more until I find that perfect spot where all I'm getting is the upper half of the leg. And push off the thighs, bring it back in. When you do these after you're done with this, you're going to do it for 30 to 45 seconds each. Do it 2 to 3 times. Remember, the first time you try to stretch down, the muscle is just starting to warm up. You're breaking that fascia down around the outside of the muscle. Second time you do it, that's when the muscle actually stretches, not the first time. Had to work at it. I had to extend the knee out just a little bit, getting that heel out just a little bit farther so I could isolate the back of the lower leg. Now we're going for the top half of the leg on the back. Hamstring muscles. Stretch. So again, extending the leg out just a little bit more so I can get a little better stretch, a little more out of it. I just want to feel it. I just want to feel the muscles all the way from the butt down to above the knee, stretching. Not the lower half of the leg. If you ever relax your toe and push up again. You really want to isolate when you do a stretch the muscles. You need to know what muscles you're stretching, and then you need to move around just a little bit until you find that perfect spot. It's not the same day after day. You don't automatically go there and start stretching them out. You have to usually look for it. Hand on the thigh, or on the outside of the thigh, shoulder blades back. We're going to do just a nice, easy rotation. This one is to stretch this opposite side. So it's not a real hard exhale, squeeze the core muscles, the rotational core muscles, back to the other side, same thing. It is a stretch, so it's just rolling around a little bit. And come on back to center, like that. Right, here we are. Arms out to the side, roll the shoulder blades back, open up the chest. Deep breath in, push the stomach out. Exhale, bring the arms forward. As you do that, don't bring the chin to the chest. It is just pushing the shoulders, shoulder blades back, shoulders forward, and then creating that bowl in the front. Deep breath in, stretching out the upper back, and exhale, bring the arms to the sides. Deep breath in right here, stomach out, exhale. Great stretch from the elbows all the way up to the spine. And deep breath in. Last one, exhale. Bringing it back, bringing it down. We're there. That was our 45 minutes of core. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it. You too, Nancy. And I will see you next time.